China's Chang'e 6 has successfully returned back to Earth, potentially providing insights into one of the most significant mysteries in lunar geology: the notable contrast between the Moon's far side and its near side. This mission marks a historic achievement, as Chang'e 6 is the first spacecraft to bring back samples from the Moon's far side. So why are these samples from the far side of the Moon so important to scientists around the world? These samples from the far side are very significant. There's a very interesting reason behind this. Now, the time the Moon takes to rotate once on its axis is the same as the time it takes to orbit the Earth once, which is around 29 days. The result of this is that only one face of the Moon always faces the Earth, locking the Moon to the Earth in a gravitational embrace. The side which faces the Earth is commonly referred to as the near side. While the near side is generally filled with smooth, dark plains of hardened lava, dotted with a few prominent impact craters, the far side is heavily cratered and has almost no volcanic plains at all. More intriguingly, the far side of the Moon has a crust 48 kilometers thicker than the near side of the Moon. In fact, many scientists believe the two hemispheres of the Moon were formed from the amalgamation of two different bodies. These samples from the far side can solve this long, puzzling fundamental riddle of why these two sides of the same body are so different from each other. The Chang'e 6 probe launched from Earth on the 3rd of May. The lander reached the lunar surface on June 1st. It landed in the Apollo crater in the South Pole Aitken Basin of the Moon, collected the samples, and the orbiter began its return journey of almost 239,000 miles on June 21st, set for an Earth landing on June 25th. Now, the probe has landed in Inner Mongolia, carrying around 4.4 pounds of lunar dust from the Moon's far side with it. Studying these samples might not just give an insight into the evolution of the Moon, but can also give a peek into how impacts from meteorites shaped the early solar system. With the successful Chang'e 6 mission, China is on track for the next Chang'e 7 mission to the lunar South Pole in 2026, and the Chang'e 8 mission, scheduled for a 2028 launch, which is aimed at studying how lunar resources can be put to best use towards constructing the Chinese lunar station. Chang'e 6 is seen as an important step forward towards China's ambitious target of sending astronauts to our only natural satellite by 2030, a direct challenge to NASA's crewed Artemis missions. Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for the latest revelations in space exploration. Hit the bell icon to stay updated, and let's continue to explore together.